How's it going, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So let's break down Nvidia after a pretty good week for the stock and a great Friday for the stock. The stock went up over 5% as the entire stock market went bananas. I'm sure you guys saw it. Finally a green day for stocks. We had the S&P up over 2%. QQQ went up 2.4% as the Russell went up around the same and the Dow went up over 1.6%. So let's break down Nvidia, do an update on what I'm doing. I actually sold my call options. We'll break that down in this video, plus more. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and guys, get your 30 stocks for Moomoo. Go to stassurfest.com/Moomoo, deposit at least $100, you get 5 stocks, deposit at least $2,000, you get 25 more stocks. So if you want 30 stocks, check out that link down below or go to stassurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers, let's dive into it. So Nvidia up over 5% on Friday. We closed at $121.67, and I'm sure by now you guys know next week is the GTC conference. From Monday to Friday, there's going to be a lot going on, and we have, of course, the CEO of the company speaking on Tuesday. I'm super excited about that, and that is for sure one of the reasons, on top of the overall stock market rallying, these in combination are pushing the stock higher, right? We went from 116 in the pre-market Friday to almost 122 intraday. And on the 5-day, 5-minute, you guys can see for the first week, probably in months at this point, we uptrended the entire week. Nvidia opened the week at like $102 to $105 a share. And like I said, we got all the way to over 120. So last week, the stock went up 15%. Very big move here overall for the stock. And on the 30-minute chart, you guys can see, wait a second, we have a golden cross. We're above both moving averages. We have an inverse head and shoulders here. That's playing out. And on the 1-hour time frame, you guys are seeing that as well. Inverse head and shoulders, golden cross. We're above the moving averages for the first time since the end of February. So 3-4 weeks at this point. We were under the moving averages on the 1 hour. Now we're back over them. And on the 4-hour time frame, this is where things are interesting, right? Let me show you this right here. If I get this channel tool out, you'll notice that we are now rallying towards the top of this channel, and we're right under the 180 SMA on this 4-hour chart, which, guys, that's been resistance for a couple of months now, weeks, right? And this spot here potentially could be where we sell off a little bit more in the short term. Maybe we get some buying pressure like we have over the last couple of months each time we've gotten to the top of this channel. So for me here, guys, heading into the weekend, I sold out of my call options, which you guys might be like, Stas, you're an idiot. Why'd you do that? The stock's probably going to go higher next week. It might go higher. You're right. But a sell the news event could also occur here. And I don't trust these markets, guys, heading into the weekend, especially for my short-term trades. Obviously, long-term, we're going to be fine. I mean, I'm in Nvidia. I bought the stock. I have long-term shares. But for those that maybe missed my previous updates, I was in the July 18th 130 calls, and I did buy those a bit early. I was down on them. I held through the pain. I think at one point I got down 25-30% on that position. And with the recovery we saw last week, those calls ended up printing me money. I think I sold for about a 10 to 15% gain, and I bought them just like a week ago. So not bad for a week there. And for me, guys, of course, call options, are very volatile. Those could easily swing back down next week if Nvidia ends up selling off. So for me, I'm already in the stock as a long term. I'm already exposed there. And the call options were just a way to play the short-term bounce. the bounce back, which we got it, right? So for me, I'm like, all right, I made 10, 12%, whatever it was on the call options. Let me take some off the table, take some chips off the table, risk management here, guys, and let me sell these options into the weekend, right? Sell these call options into the weekend, and if they go up more next week, so be it. It is what it is. But looking at these charts, man, Nvidia's not out of the woods yet. We're now more overbought than oversold on the 4-hour. In fact, the RSI is over a 70 on this time frame. So I think there's a decent chance we do get some selling pressure next week, right? I think there's a decent chance. Sure, we run up a little bit with the GTC conference, whatever, but we might get a sell the news event. I don't want to freak you guys out, but I'm not really trusting this market yet and trusting the breakout here on Nvidia yet until we really start taking out 130, 135, 140, which the reality is we are not there yet. And if it does start breaking out of there, sure, I missed out on a bunch of money on the call options, but I'm still in shares. I'm making a bunch of money on the shares if that breaks out, right? So it doesn't even matter, you know? And with call options, you got to be careful, man. There's a lot going on, right? You got theta, time decay. You got, you got to nail the timing pretty much. And, if I'm up 10, 15%, I'm like, all right, let me just lock in these gains real quick. I can always re-enter. So the risk with me, holding onto those call options would be if we gap down big time on Monday morning or Tuesday, if the market dumps, right? Those gains would get erased. So that's what I personally did here with Nvidia. Obviously, I'm still bullish, guys, long term. And even in the short term, I think there could be more upside, but I'm just playing it safe. I'm playing it safe and taking some chips off the table. And the reality is, guys, going back here or going to SPY, I don't think we looked at it before, but looking here at SPY, we're still in a downtrend, right? We're under the 180 SMA on the 1-hour time frame. Same thing here on QQQ. So we could be getting ready for another dump off. Who knows? It's not like the markets are confirming a breakout yet, which in that case, if they were, maybe I would have considered holding on to some of the options, but it's like, let me play it safe. In this market, the volatility's high, Trump, the trade war, this, that, tariffs, it's better to play it safe. So that's what I personally did yesterday with Nvidia, guys, and I'm happy with it. And we'll see how next week goes. I'm pretty excited for the GTC conference. If the stock dumps, I'll probably buy more shares, maybe even more call options. I'll buy back those calls. We'll see, maybe at a later date. But overall, that's the update. What do you guys think? Am I an idiot for selling out of those 130 call options? I'm curious what you guys think, or was it the right move, playing it safe in this market? I think it was the right move. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Run the likes up, by the way. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe as we're on the road to 100,000 subs here on YouTube, guys. And if you haven't gotten your stocks yet for Moomoo, deposit at least $100 using that link down below or by going to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Once you do that, you get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000. You get 25 more stocks, and your uninvested cash now will earn up to 8.1% APY, guys. It's a no-brainer. Get on it. stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.